Get her out of the game. Emergency kill switch her. Get her out. This killer's existence and her fucking, like, the amount of times that you're gonna see her right now is bad for the game. People will take breaks and quit. She's got it. Get her out. Kill switch her. She's unacceptable. Every game! They're throwing every game! This person threw right here first, then this person threw, and then this person threw. And I don't think we saw Michaela once. That I know. I don't think we saw Michaela once. Every survivor we saw threw the game in some way, shape, or form. They threw! Fuck it! I don't want to sit there and fucking do that. Here's banking on the anniversary to make her forget. Well, what the fuck we doing next? But it's like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You guys know me. What did Trickster do when Trickster came out? I didn't forget, did I? I wouldn't rest until that character was buffed. I wouldn't rest streaming that character until he was buffed. Too much to your frustration. I remember y'all telling me to get off Trickster. I remember. Much to your frustration and mine, I sat and played him and said this shit has got to get changed. That's how I am. I'll probably sit on her and play her until she gets changed. Get her out. She's unacceptable fucking garbage. Rosie lifted Trickster from... Not really. Bitch boy still mid. Yeah? At least he's acceptable. They literally were like... Yeah, I remember Thasner. I would not rest until Trickster got buffed. You can't improve her! Yes! We said this yesterday! This character's not fixable! She needs a total rework! How do you, like, why buff her? People are throwing right now! Just cause she loses, like, day one rework, yeah! This is absolutely shit. Number one, it doesn't solve the problems we wanted to solve. She still loses. She still loses. She still is bad. It's not like oh, behavior dumped a new top tier in the game. Accept it. Except this is what they had planned for Predator. This is what they had planned for Predator. The sad part is if it was like, at what point? Well, I mean, if this is what they had planned for Predator and they showed the license holders this, no wonder they fucking got rid of it. No wonder they pulled the plug. If I was the Predator license holder and I saw Predator doing this shit in the game, I would have pulled the plug immediately. Like, what are we doing here? If you dump this in the game, you're going to make our license look awful. Awful. Just terrible. Miserable. Miserable. And again, 9 times out of 10, get over yourself. Legion's boring. He's a mending simulator. Get over it. And you hold a button. You hold a button to win the game anyway on the generator. It's not that much different from what you normally do. Get over yourself against Legion. Get over it. I even said the Spirit was fine. Get over it, I said. Blight right now, it's fine. Get over it. Pyramid Head's cancel. His old cancel, fine. Get over it. Of course, they nerfed a lot of these things. They nerfed Spirit. I think Artist is fine. Get over it. Artist is a good killer. She's fine. She's not boring. She's good at chase. Get over it. The knight is fine. Control killers are allowed to exist. Like, here's the thing. I don't just say every killer should be chase, 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 chase. I said the knight is quote-unquote fixable yesterday. What I meant by that was if you wanted to turn him into a chase character, you can. There are allowed to be control killers in the game. I wouldn't change knight. I wouldn't change knight to be a chase killer. I don't think you really need to do that. You can, is what I meant yesterday. You can. And I think he would honestly, but by the nature of his design and how his power works, his power would probably be more fun if it was a chase character. He probably would be more fun if he was. Like, Samara's a decent little fun control killer. Samara's a decent fun control killer. But like, the knight's chase power is fun enough to where you could, like, using his power in chase is fun enough to where they should be, I said they should lean into that instead of control. In terms of control, he's alright. This is unacceptable. This is absolutely Drek and absolutely unacceptable. Her power can't be used for chase for anything. I think I used it like twice to get somebody to move when they're like in the corner or something because I didn't want to play a fucking tile. Like, you still, with the knight, you still have, here's the difference, lads. The knight, you still have to fucking do things like basic game awareness. You have to be like, oh, okay, like, where should I go put my patrols down? When should I break a chase? When should I do this? When should I do that? Okay? When should I do these things? You can still make execution-based errors when you play the knight. When you're doing his control. When you're setting your board state up. You can still make errors. That's why he's, like, it's why he's objectively okay as a control killer. You can still break his control. Right? You as the killer player can still make errors. And I'm not saying you can't make errors playing the Skull Merchant. What I am saying, though, is that it's very hard to. It's very hard to screw up playing her. All you do is find the 3 closest generators to each other, slow the, like, kind of use your power a bit more liberally at the start of the game, get some chases set up, and then as soon as, like, the game slowed down a little bit, you find the 3 closest generators to each other, put drones up, and leave them there! And then, oh, someone's fucking coming to work on the generator with a drone by it? That's a key area. I'm setting up my 3-gen with 5 gens left. It's the worst part about the game. The 3-gen situation, no one likes it. The misconception is that we, as killer players, like to 3-gen you because we win when we do it. We like to 3-gen you because we win. We like sitting in 30-minute matches because we win those 30-minute matches. No! That's what we do because there's no choice. If your goal is to win, the 3-gen is what you do because that's how you win. I don't like sitting in 30-minute matches. I don't want to do that. Yes, the 3-gen's the smartest play choice. No one wants that to be the smartest play choice. Why design a killer who goes, lol, 3-gen, that's my strategy. You know that awful part of the game everyone hates? That's my power. Hope you like it. It's like being in boiling hot water, like having ice water dumped on your back. And again, why inflict this misery on everyone? Because again, this misery is on everyone. This misery is inflicted upon everybody. I must continue to stress that. I'm not just saying, oh, the survivors aren't having fun, that's why she needs changed. The reason she needs changed is not because, lol, she's not fun to play against for the survivors. She's miserable for everyone. If you pick this character, you are setting yourself up for just as bad a time as the survivors. 3-gen is miserable for everyone. You're, like, she's bad for killers! And again, she's an exaggeration of, she's, like, the issue she corrects, giving the fucking killer a radar, giving you a radar. How patronizing! It's patronizing! It's fucking shut up, baby! Take your fucking binky! Go get the survivors because you have them on radar! You know where they are because your killer instinct is going off, and they're exposed. It's patronizing! Her design patronizes you as the killer player. She doesn't teach killers to get good with her or the role in general. She doesn't teach killers to be good! She says she is the scrub's favorite killer. If your favorite killer is Skull Merchant, you are a fucking scrub. You're the problem with the game if you like this character. If you like playing against her, you're the problem with the game. If you like playing as her, you're the problem with the game. She needs kill switched. It's that fucking bad. It is that bad, lads. I will continue to advocate for this character to be kill switched. Now we have a true pub stop killer. That's what she is. Yes, she doesn't correct anything. Why inflict this misery on everyone when she corrects nothing? She does not beat Swift. She doesn't beat good teams. Why do this to everyone? Why make me sit in 40-minute matches for a skill ceiling that doesn't fucking get me anywhere? And again, it's miserable for everyone, lads. This is truly the 1 out of 10. We've already went over before. Boring Killer's overused. Legion, get over it. Spirit, get over it. Artist, get over it. Most of the time, it's get over it. Most of the time, it's get over it. But this is a killer I truly believe cannot stay in this game. 100% win streak with Skull Merchant. We're fucking getting there. This is why Discordance was nerfed. Yes. She's okay. That's the scary part. She has such a good awareness of the map, but it's insulting. It's given to you for free on a stick. And it's like, okay, again, I'll say this again. 9 times out of 10, things that are passive in this game are okay. Old Ruin Undying, I said get over it. Does anybody remember this? Old Ruin Undying, I said get the fuck over it. Cleanse the fucking totems. It's not much different from Pentimento Plaything that's in the game right now. Get over it. Get over it. You're Swift, do what you gotta do. Artist, Pinhead, and Legion a bit to get that second hit, yeah. But it's like it's like passive value. Passive value is okay. But again, what did Undying correct? When Undying came into the game, we were saying, oh, Ruin goes down in 10 seconds. Wouldn't it be nice to see what the perk could do if it lasted longer than 10 seconds? Sure, take Undying. Let's run with that a little bit. Ruin was so bad because, Ruin was garbage because it wasn't lasting, okay? It wasn't surviving. That was always the problem with Ruin. Hex Ruin, in its old form with the red skill checks, was always kind of bad. That's the big secret. Ruin has always been kind of a bad perk. Hexes are a bad mechanic. Facts. That's why, as soon as, in order for hexes to be tolerable, you need something like Pentimento Plaything where they gotta cleanse 8 of them, right? That's what we're doing right now with her. Seriously, Pentimento, you throw Pentimento on this character, they throw. Didn't we have a match yesterday where as soon as we flicked on Pentimento, they threw the game? They basically threw as soon as we flicked it on. Do you blame them? Who wants to face Skull Merchant with fucking 30% gem reduction? Yeah, who wants to face a Skull Merchant player with 30% gem reduction? But why not run it? Here's why, like, here's the thing. The crap in the game has too much synergy. This is stupid, but you're not camping anyway. That's what they don't want you to do. Like, don't get me wrong. Like we said yesterday, 9 times out of 10 are plays to still camp. But, like, she's got the synergy here. She has an unhealthy Call of Brine synergy as well. That's another thing. Call of Brine's already teetering on nerf material as it is. This character is not good for Call of Brine. That's another reason I want her gone. Call of Brine, extremely healthy perk. This character's synergy with it is stupid. You put a drone up, Call of Brine something, and then they have to get rid, like, it's stupid. They take the Call of Brine regression in the dick. Which is fine, like Call of Brine's regression is not the problem. It's the fact that she doesn't earn her Call of Brine regression. She earns nothing. She earns nothing. She has no right to have the play she has because she earns nothing. The lead designer of this killer needs their position at the company reevaluated. Absolutely. Every other character on the roster earns their fucking Call of Brine regression. She earns nothing. She doesn't earn a damn thing. She's an insult to the entire roster. There is seriously no reason to ever play half the killers in the game when she exists. Why would you play Pig for less value and more effort and more losses? When you could play Skull, you can already play her! How many of you have actually played her? That's my question. Even if you answer 0, you can still play her. All you need to do, take one game. We've lost one time with her. It was the first fucking match. It was the first fucking match, because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. It was kind of disorienting. We got Larry's, a bad map, and we still almost won. Second game, we went in, we knew what we were doing, and guess what? It's over. It's over. Why would you play Pig for less value and more skill, more time investment for less value and more losses and more teabags? She, debatably, like, why would you learn a Huntress when she exists? You're going to lose to the same teams that you're losing to with Huntress, but you're going to beat teams with her that you wouldn't beat as Huntress because the better players are going to just say, fuck it, I'm not doing this. And again, I must stress, it's not even because you're better than them. You're not, like, you're going to beat better players with her. You're going to beat better players than you as her because the players don't care. They don't care. The survivors throw the matches against her because they don't want to play it. The answer to the question, I think, like, I'm going to ask this again. Would you rather be tunneled by a hillbilly? Would you rather be tunneled by a hillbilly or play against the Skull Merchant? That answer to me is obvious. You don't have to fucking ask the survivor community. They show it with what they do when Skull Merchant shows up. They throw the fucking match. Because they don't care. That's why they do it. They don't care. When the survivor's being tunneled by the hillbilly, they still fucking play the game. When they see Skull Merchant and they know the game's gonna be 40 minutes, they throw because they don't care. I don't want to see her on both sides. I don't want to see her in main page. I don't want to see her. Kill switch her. Get her out. I don't even want to go into her again. I'm going to. Just so we can watch more survivors get frustrated and throw the game. If you advocate, listen lads, I swear to God, most people that watch this channel think Rosie's a stupid killer, man. He's a Reddit killer. It doesn't matter about what the killer has. Here's the thing. Killers are right more often than not. I didn't prestige Little Miss Mid. Good. She's gonna get the fucking perk nerfed. She's gonna get Call of Brine nerfed. And she's going, like, if Call of Brine is nerfed, it's her fault. And she needs a rework, bruh. She needs a rework. Because she exists, the rest of the roster suffers. She's gonna get your perk nerfed. A perk that the rest of the roster can use very helpfully and allows them to help them play the game, she's going to abuse, and she's not going to be deemed as the problem because she's new. The devs are not going to view her as the problem. They're going to delete Call of Brine. They're going to delete Call of Brine. And when it's her fault. Because they would rather just fucking get rid of Call of Brine than sit down and have to rework this pile of shit. And like I said, like while I was going with my previous thought, Rosie's just the killer guy, bruh. He's gonna scream that killer gets fucked. He's gonna scream about killer. If you advocate for game health, the game should be healthy. This is a killer that is so undeniably unhealthy for the game that if you actually care about the game's health, this killer needs to go. If you care about the game's health, this killer needs to go. This killer needs hot fixed. And you weren't going to do that just to go with the fucking top of the stream. You aren't going to get that through positivity. Positivity's not going to help this killer get her rework. You gotta tell the devs, hey fuckers, you done messed up. You done fucked up big time with this shit. You done messed up bad, bruh. Alright. I think I got one more before I gotta go to work.